The Maryland Attorney General's office is declining to press charges in the fatal police shooting of a man with autism who was having a mental health crisis.
The shooting happened outside the man's apartment building, which includes housing for people with disabilities. The AG's office says the shooting was not a crime.
In an interview with News 4's Darcy Spencer, Alex Lamoury's mother criticized the decision not to prosecute. And we want to warn you, some of the video in this story is disturbing.
It's really not this bad. Listen, I've had this call a dozen times.
I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't want to live anymore. I want to be free of my pain, man.
The shooting of Alex Lamoury, a man with autism who was experiencing a mental health crisis, was captured on body camera video. News 4 is not showing the shooting itself, but the moments leading up to the use of deadly force. His family says he was shot 12 times by Howard County police officers.
Drop the knife!
Drop the knife. No! Drop it! We're getting cornered.
Lamoury's mother, Dr. Jill Harrington, said this should have never happened.
It's really hard for me to understand how he got shot, not just once, but 3 people unloaded all their clips on him.
Police had responded to the Patuxent Commons apartments in Columbia just after midnight, March 1st. Lamoury had called 911 saying he was being harassed and blackmailed. He had moved in just a few days before he was killed. The new apartment building provides independent, inclusive living opportunities for people with disabilities.
That's really important because a lot of young adults with autism feel a sense of disconnection and belonging, especially after the age of 21, when services kind of go completely away.
Can you please drop the knife and we can talk about this?
Police say Lamoury had made suicidal statements and was holding a knife and walking toward officers when he was shot. His mother says catastrophic shame from an online scam put him in a spiral. Shooting him was not the answer.
Going into a known suicidal crisis with nothing less than lethal only leaves one option.
Now, the Maryland Attorney General's office has declined to prosecute the officers involved, saying the subject officers did not commit a crime under Maryland law. The 10-page report says, in part, Mr. Lamoury presented a threat of serious bodily injury or death as he moved toward the subject officers with a knife in his hand. And the officers were not the initial aggressors and attempted to de-escalate through verbal persuasion, warnings, and by creating distance between themselves and Mr. Lamoury. Lamoury's mother says that decision sends the wrong message. She says the report confirms officers knew he was in crisis before they arrived.
This is a time to reflect and really be accountable so that meaningful change, effective change can happen, and really doing a raw inventory of what needs to be done.
Harrington has joined a task force in Howard County to look at disability inclusion and law enforcement, and will push for change in laws and policies.
And so just like body cams used to be, they kind of were piloted. My big push for Alex is the purpose is, at least at minimum, that less than lethal options are mandated by law.
Darcy Spencer, News 4.
The Howard County Police Department said in a statement that it respects and appreciates the investigation. It says 200 new tasers have been purchased and training is underway. News 4 reached out to the AG's office to see if additional evidence, including security camera footage from the apartment building, would be released. Our request was denied.